Alright, mastery quiz number 8. It's really the first mastery quiz of second semester, but we're continuing on from last semester's numbering. Add and subtract polynomials. If you remember back to the beginning of first semester, we learned how to combine like terms. This is pretty much the same thing. There's only one extra step you have to do, and that's just when you're subtracting polynomials. So we'll get to that one in the second problem. This first problem is an addition problem. You can tell because of the plus sign between these two sets of parentheses. So when we are adding these polynomials together, we are essentially just combining like terms. So in my first polynomial, I'm going to look for my first term. It's a to the second power. I'm going to look for anything else that's a to the second power. And I see negative 3a to the second power here. So when I combine those, remember I have an invisible 1 here. I have 1a squared minus 3a squared. Well, that is equal to negative 2a squared. I've combined these, so that means they're done. I used them up. The next term is negative 4a. I look for something else with an a, and I see it over here. I see plus 13a. Notice that I am circling the minus sign or the plus sign that comes before that term. That's really important. The plus sign that comes after this 4a, for example, that actually goes with the 6. You have to remember that the 4a takes this sign in front of it. So, negative 4a plus 13a. Well, negative 4 plus 13 is 9. So that comes out to be 9a when I combine those like terms. Now, I can't just have negative 2a squared blank 9a. I have to put something there. Since it was a positive 9, I'm going to put a plus sign there in that blank spot. The last numbers I have to combine are just plain numbers, so that means they're like terms. I have positive 6 plus 1, which is 7. Again, because it's positive, I'm going to put a plus. So my final answer is negative 2a squared plus 9a plus 7. Our next problem is a subtraction. So remember I said there's one extra step you have to remember when you are subtracting between your polynomials. And that step is you have to change all of these signs to the opposite. All minuses to positives and all positives to minuses. So that's going to change this to a plus, this to a plus, this to a plus, and this last one is going to be changed to a minus. So we're going to get rid of that one. So now that that step is done, it's the same as before. I'm just identifying and combining like terms. The first term is 9c to the third power. I look through the entire rest of the problem. I don't see any other c to the third powers. That's okay, it just means it's not going to change. We rewrite 9c to the third power and we're done with that term. Next we have 11c squared. Remember the sign in front goes with it, so I'm going to circle minus 11c squared. I see that I have a positive now 6c squared on this side. So negative 11 plus 6 is negative 5, and those were c squareds. So I'm done with those terms. Next, I have a plus 2c, and I notice that I have a plus 3c, and c means we have like terms. Positive 2 plus 3 is 5, so I have 5c. Again, I want to put a plus there so it's not just blank. And I use those up. Now, the last number I have left over is this 11 with a minus in front of it. And since I don't have any other numbers to combine it with, I just rewrite it like I did the 9c to the third. So I rewrite minus 11. And now I'm done with this subtraction problem.